Well, today is January 7th, 2022, and on my way into the day job last night, I had some after-hours work for the day job, and I was just tired from waking up early to do the early morning run out to Prescott and doing the dispatching of all the drivers and whatnot with minimal resources. I was just tired by the end of the day, so I did not do any secondary source of income. Slightly behind the goal. I should be able to make that up tonight and this weekend. I did get the legal entities portion all separated inside of OneNote yesterday, and the next section that we're working on is the game plan, and I'm going to start bringing over the treat it like a business and the legal entity into the Word doc and start formatting that slightly just so that I'm not behind the eight ball on that. I'll kind of take care of it as we complete it, and today we're going to be short a couple of drivers again, and not sure if it's going to be a busy day or not, so have to take care of finances. Got a payday yesterday, so we need to transfer that, jump into Quicken and get all that taken care of, and we'll be doing that first thing this morning, and I'm low on gas and funds aren't there, etc. So we were able to make all of our bills, which is a good thing, but right now we're kind of stressing out and making this shift because we're taking our secondary source of income and throwing it right into the brokerage account, and so I'm not sure how well that's all going to work, so I'm watching it like a hawk and making sure that funds are there in order to be able to take care of our responsibilities. So stopped by again last night after the primary source of income, the secondary primary source after hours work. I stopped by the shop expecting the engine to be out, and lo and behold, the engine's still inside the Dodge Grand Caravan. And I just kind of slowed down my speaking, really tried to hone in that I've given you grace after grace after grace after grace. You keep on shoving me back and back and back and back, and now I'm starting to get pissed. I know right now they're at that point where I told them, I said, we're 100 feet from the peak, and I know once it's out, it's a lot easier to get everything back in. It's just frustrating, and then also to find out that he's having his coworker, work on the car instead of himself, which this other individual has shown signs of sabotage and everything else, which I know it all can be fixed. It's just the point of it. I just don't want to have to go through and be sucked into all that drama. But I guess that individual has taken out the engine, and this morning I should get a picture showing me the engine out of the car, and we will find out if that co-worker did what they were supposed to do last night or dropped the ball because of some emergency or ran into a challenge and Fabio wasn't there to make a decision. So I guess I'm the type of person that if I run into a wall or a challenge, I don't call them problems, I call them challenges. They're there to be solved. They're like a puzzle, and I'm tenacious in trying to solve that problem. And if I keep on walking straight into a wall, maybe I need to make a right turn or a left turn and go around the wall, over the wall, under the wall, through the wall. There's so many different options, and everything has a cause and effect. There's an opposite, equal or opposite reaction, to everything. And I talked to Tracy about this. We're filled with choices. The question is, are you willing to take and pay the price of that choice? You can save up all your money and go on a trip, but then all of a sudden you don't have any money. So what's the plan, and are you willing to pay that price? And if you pay the price and then all of a sudden you have the regret and then you want to go throw blame, that doesn't work. So we will see if the motor's there. I know the motor is coming today, so now it's just whether or not it's going to hit him in the pocketbook, and whether or not Fabio is going to have to pay a court charge because he doesn't have an engine to give back. And I know Fabio this morning was planning on coming in, doing some things around the shop, not wanting to have to focus on the Dodge Ram Caravan. He just wanted to touch up a couple of other things, and then I think he has to be somewhere at 10 o'clock, this morning. And the motor's supposed to be there by noon. So this may be a trigger point for Fabio to get pissed off and blow his stack, and try and wax on, wax off, if you will. The responsibility that he's the owner, the responsibility lies on him and doesn't lie, on his coworker. So a lot of different possibilities as to what might be happening this morning, and we shall see. So all I know is that when I don't get text messages from Fabio, it's usually because he has not accomplished something that he had promised, and that's happened numerous times. So, well, I'm at work. I'm going to end this call and jump on the finances to get all that stuff right. I've got bills to pay. I've got the Word document, like I said, to get started, and the fun part is figuring out the game plan, and that's going to be part and partial as to what our diversification allocation is going to be. That's going to play a role, as well as figuring out what the personal goals are, and making sure that those personal goals are achievable, and that we have a plan of action to actually make them happen, instead of just throwing out the wish list and wondering why it is that we didn't make it. So a lot going on today, and it's right in my wheelhouse. It's what I do, so I don't expect any extra pressure. I don't expect any headaches. I don't expect to run into any roadblocks. It's a matter of getting the stuff out of my head and getting it onto paper, and then creating an action plan to try and make it happen. So, all right, I'm at work. I love you. I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a great day, and we shall talk on Monday, since today is Friday. All right, have a great weekend.